Welcome to, I hope my mic is working. Welcome to No Crime, No Time Community. And I'm RD. I'm going to be doing an updated tarot spread on the Avery case. We're going to be live. There we are. Yay. Now, hopefully, we can hear. I'm going to wait till people are all gathered in. Let me go get, let's see, we need to do this. And we'll go throw the link up on Twitter. So, but I hope everybody's been doing good. I know it's been kind of a rougher time, I guess, for the holidays than we're used to. More than we're used to, for sure. Okay, guys, let's see. How do I get over to content? There we go. Once I get this link up, then we will head over. Oh, they have a new thing on. What the heck is that? I'll have to figure that out another time. They've got new stuff on YouTube. Okay, we got the link. Let's head over to, Twitter. I can't wait to talk to you guys. I got some crazy news to tell you. I'm very excited. Okay, we're just about on Twitter. My computer's terribly slow because we're broadcasting. All right, let's see here. I want to tweet. There we go. Oh my golly, it's like so much lag, you guys. Dun, dun, dun. See, now I clicked it, but nothing happened. So now I'm in that moment where I don't know, should I click it again? Or is that going to overload it? Good thing I didn't click it again. There it is. Okay. Live now. Boom. Shakalaka boom. Okay, let's grab a GIF. What should we do for a GIF, you guys? Snowman? How about snowball? I can't wait for you guys to update me on everything. From my understanding, and I may be wrong, but didn't one of, like, Dean or Jerry go on a YouTube channel recently or something? Oh, that's a cute snowball. So when you see it on Twitter, I'm hitting you with this snowball. Okay? Boom. We're good to go. All right, lovely. So let's get rid of all that. Let's get back over to the live stream. And we've got 2 viewers. Okay. We'll get rolling here in a few minutes. We'll get rolling. Once we do, that's when we'll start the tarot reading stuff. So, you guys, hopefully, hope I did that as Rubberducky. I don't know. Sometimes I put it on 1111 Tarot too. Error. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Buffering. Okay, you guys. So, I have not received any, like, information per se in, like, a spiritual message about the Avery case, but I have knowledge, and I'm not going to say a lot about it. I have knowledge of some inner workings now that information came out and was released. Hey, Shane Henry, love you. How the heck have you been? Good to see you. So yeah, I've been contacted by some people that are involved in the Avery case, and we're going through some stuff to find information in old videos that I've done to get to them. As you know, we went through, first of all, hey, Marilyn Noland. I don't know why I said Nolau. Noland, good to see you, lovely. Impala shoot. Okay, you guys, let me get this keyboard off my lap so I can kind of come over here and visit you guys. So, I was contacted by some individuals after I did my readings. So the first reading was, I can't remember when the first reading was. It was kind of off the cuff, really short, little quick one. And it was back a while ago. And it just showed some forward movement in both Stephen's case and Brendan's case. But when I did the November 8th, 2020 reading, which is posted to this day, it shows extreme forward movement, like tangible forward movement, and it gave us the date that it would fall as close as November 11th to possibly January 11th of 2021. It was the very next day, Court of Appeals, boom, posted pending filing. So that showed that forward motion was there. Well, then I did another reading, and it kept saying that it had to do with lovers, and I'm still hung up on Bradley Scheck big time. Like, I've even gotten more into Bradley Scheck because there's a lot to be said when there's an actual motive for the victim. So when you look at Steve Avery, or if you look at any other individual, it always was that they were trying to frame Stephen, and she just was this oopsie that happened to be there. And I just could never buy into it. I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that. I feel like there has to be an actual motive to harm this girl. And that's what the courts were looking for. And so that's, when you look at the situation, they were looking for Stephen and his lawyers to provide a Denny suspect, somebody that had a motive, had means and opportunity, right? But nobody could come up with it at that time. But it was much later that was found out that Teresa had been having this affair. So it started off with Casey and Bradley Scheck were this married couple. And they were going through Teresa as her business and photography by Teresa to get boudoir pictures made, right? And they end up getting a bunch of nudies shot. Nudies pictures made. And then Teresa is on record for having an affair with Bradley Scheck, a married man. Now, what's interesting is later Bradley Scheck ends up getting sued by his wife before they're even divorced. So Casey files, let me put it this way, a stronger way to say it would be almost to the day, like within 48 hours or 36 hours, something like that, to the day that Teresa goes missing. The previous year, almost to the day, Casey Scheck filed for divorce. So that meant that Bradley Scheck's divorce was finalized like the day before Teresa goes missing. Why is that important? Because it ends up being that Teresa and Bradley have an affair because his wife and him break up because I don't know the real reason why they break up, but she's pregnant. He's having an affair with Teresa. It makes me kind of wonder, I wonder why they're having marital problems, right? What's interesting is it's 5 days later after she files a restraining order that Casey, a restraining order, or no, she files, yes, I'm just making sure I got this right. She files for a restraining order first. 5 days later, she files for divorce. So I find that just terribly interesting. Let me tell Gretchen just a minute. Gretchen, I'm recording. You can't come in. No. She's about a 10-year-old little teddy bear puppy. So, yeah, I find that really interesting. So now what's happening is there are individuals that are in the case, including Stephen, that are working on different angles than I expected for them to really be focused on. And I can't go into grave detail. But what I can do is if you're interested in a reading and doing an updated reading, on where we are on the Avery case, I thought it would be interesting to do that. So here we go, guys. This poster, this board that I'm using, I created myself from scratch with actual guidance through meditation, and it's absolutely beautiful. It takes the study, the research that I've done of the medicine wheel, numerology, considering the tarot in numerology. It also takes in astrology, the tarot, and it brings it all back to spirit, so that you have, the divine consistently guarding us and guiding us, the angels. And this follows the board, it brings it from the 5D, and it tells us what's going on that's coming toward us. 5D is in thought process and words, things that are being spoken but not really coming into the manifested tangible world, 3D, where you can touch it. Then you move over here and we've got the emotional, the trial and error. This is what's taking place. It's being manifested. And then you get up in the physical world. This is what is happening behind the scenes and in front of the scenes. And this can be where we are in the cycle, the outcome of this individual event that comes upon it. So I thought that would be a great way for us to walk this path to understand where we are on the Avery case. So I'm introducing to you the 1111 Wheel of Life. And it's just a guide for us to manifest properly with Jesus, with spirit, with our angels, so that we're not manifesting terrible situations. Everybody's manifesting all the time. And what do I say by that? Well, you ever have that where you think of somebody and you say their name and you're like, I wonder how, Joey so-and-so is doing. And then bing, they call you in a day or two, and you're like, how in the hell did they know to call me? That's part of what I'm talking about. It's just, there are no coincidences, and we're all here to go through cycles, lessons. We're all spiritual on some level. We all have our own beliefs, and we all can understand that at some point in our life, we have to take a stance on what we believe. And if others don't believe in the way that we do, then that is their prerogative. But there are those that understand that there can be communication with the divine. I can talk to Archangel Michael through prayer. I can talk to Jesus Christ through prayer. And through that, I have found that I get answers through Archangel Michael as my messenger. He's the only one I relate to. He holds my hand through it, and he's the one that called me out to come public with this. So I do this, and I help a lot of people that would probably have committed suicide if they had not come to me for spiritual enlightenment. So I work on a very deep path, but I also know that God wants us to understand, Spirit wants us to understand that we have faith, and our faith is going to reward us in this case where Stephen and Brendan are innocent, and we know it. And that's what I'm here to do, is to give us some understanding of what we can do to strengthen this case, and how can we manifest it to be the best outcome. And that is to co-create with the universe. That's how babies are made. We co-create with the universe. You take your vitamins, you treat your body right, you're co-creating. And that's what's correct when you manifest correctly, is when you are co-creating with your angels. That's when that's proper. And my personal belief is when you're off manifesting on your own, who knows what light you're pulling in or dark you're pulling in or shade. This is a protected realm of spirituality with my angels. So I welcome you all to do that with me, and I thought we would go over and ask the divine what can be shed for light on the Avery case with all this hard work and all this faith from all these believers, knowing that we are standing up for justice and truth, and that is what the divine wants known too. With 2020 coming to an end, I've stated time and time again, I see by January the 11th, more illumination coming forward. And I do see some resolution to some level by February. In other words, I feel like a decision will be made as to that next stepping stone, and it will fall in favor. So far, the cards have told me that it will fall into forward progress, and we're gaining momentum in the wheel. Now, it's also shown in the past the Lovers cards continuously come up, which has brought me to this whole thought process of what if it has something to do with Bradley and Casey Scheck. I mean, that's true motive. Think about it. Bradley lost, TC dumped him. I mean, she was done with the loving affair. He's already given up his wife, who just is going to have his baby, or just had his baby. Now he doesn't have her either. He's in a lose-lose situation. It throws light on him as a major Denny suspect, because it's not coming from the let's look at Steve Avery and see why they'd want to kill Teresa. No, my lovelies. It is coming from, why would this woman, this victim, possibly have somebody that would want to hurt her? See where I'm coming from? Whole new light, whole new angle. Let's think about some of the clues that Zellner has said. This is somebody that felt rejection. How would you feel if your husband and you went to, liven up your marriage? Maybe you're throwing a spark in it, and you're getting some pictures made that are a little risque, nudie pictures, and he ends up sleeping with the photographer, and you end up knocked up. And then you end up filing a restraining order, and then you end up not only filing a restraining order, but filing divorce before, your baby's a year old. Do you think you could feel rejected? So this is what I've come to kind of question. And it's shocking to me. Now, you guys, just so you know, my chat is not working properly, so I cannot see what is being chatted, so forgive me if I'm not ignoring you. I literally can't see playback of the chat, so forgive me. So with that, I can honestly say I do sense more forward movement. So after the 8th, when I did that reading, we had the forward movement on 11/9, which was the COA filing a pending file, a motion of some kind. Then I did another reading, and it came up about these lovers again, and it keeps coming up with that stump, that stump, which bothers me because we've got the stump on Cuss Road. All right. So then I'm like, okay, what is it about this stump why does it keep coming up in every single reading? So it'll be great to find out if we get the stump in this reading on this 11/11 Wheel of Life as well. Now, furthermore, the other thing that keeps continuously coming up in this particular reading on Stephen Avery, in that case, not only is it the stump and the lovers, but it always shows this forward motion of meetings in the background. And so it really was about a lot of messages, a lot of communication. And it looked like it was behind the scenes as well as on the web, because I had that spider type web. And sure enough, it wasn't even a week and a half later, I think it was a week, that Zellner tweeted first that she was going to see Stephen and welcoming Thanksgiving blessings that anybody wanted to give. Now, I believe that's only the second time she's ever visited Stephen in person. Okay, I could be wrong, but it's pretty close. So that is a huge deal. And that's within just a few days of me doing that reading. Now, also, Barb, Steve's sister, has come on to the live when we're doing these tarot card readings, and she was talking about going to Zellner herself and trying to contact her. So it is all tying together, and this is properly aligned. I know we're taught a lot of the time that we should not do divination and stuff like that, but the truth is, I believe it was the apostles in the Bible cast lots. And that is divination. It's asking the divine to give you an answer. And so that was divinely guided. And so when the apostles are casting lots in the Bible, in the New Testament, mind you, and Jesus is aware of that, I think that it's possible that we've been kept from messages that the divine has been trying to give us. And so I do embrace Archangel Michael into this reading. And with that, I ask for his complete protection as we go forward. As he holds my hand, I go in forward. He is the only one allowed to give messages to me. Archangel Michael, thank you so much for your protection as we go forward. Please guide us on the Stephen Avery case and show me and these fine folks that are listening and going to be watching this later what messages we have going forward. And can you please show us, let's go, that this is our 5D. This is what's coming forward in the now, the current. Let's go into this time frame, what is going on in the first of the year, and let's then move into what's going forward into more or less the spring of the year, and then let's go into the summer of the year. So we're moving into 2020. So basically this is going to be now our current time frame, and I feel like that's where we'll start. So in the middle of this spread on the 1111 Wheel of Life. Now, this is something I've created, and I will be taking orders on these boards in the near future. But right now, it's just something I'm showing you and going to get familiar with. It's in the R&D stage, which is the research and development. So this is the first time I'm using my board, and I thought I would share it with those loyal subscribers and those loyal supporters of Stephen and Brendan, because you guys rock this world. You're the true truthers. Now, the cards I'm using are oracle cards. They're nothing but blessing cards, angel messages that you might find on a bookmarker. You know, they're just angel messages. And I ask Archangel Michael to choose the card that he would like us to know that the divine wants us aware of, the message related to the Stephen Avery case. Coming up here, overall, what do we have that the divine would like us to know? Let's go ahead and cut this deck. And we will put that card right in the middle, and we will put those cards out of our way. All right, next we have the Threads of Fate cards, which are, a lot of people get worried about when people are like, well, I don't know what that 5D word means. 5D means you've thought about it, but you haven't spoken it. 5D is your thoughts, your intellect, your dreams, things that you think of to yourself that you don't share with others. Hidden things that are going to be revealed eventually, because the truth always comes out. So this is what we would call shadow work, because a lot of the times it's like our shadows whispering to us. We're like, oh, I shouldn't eat that cookie. I just started my diet. This is your shadow side talking to you, your intuition. So there's really nothing bad about it, and people just don't have the knowledge to understand it. We'll cut the deck, and we're going to need 4 of these, as our ancestors used to do. I walk the board coming in through the east, which is where the sun rises, and that is also our air, our 5D. And our collective higher self is our guidance is being given to us through this card. Now, if we go into the earth realm, this is what's coming to light, and what will be coming in the near future following this path. So it's being manifested through thoughts, meetings, and so forth. Now, this is our ancestors communicating to us the overall feel that they have. So think about it. This would be Eric Cozy. This is Richard. Anybody that's in the heavenly realm that is sending their power, their will, our way to help us, benefit us. What are they doing to help us? And then this is our north node, which is all about getting to our higher path in life that God wants us on. And Spirit wants us to go a certain direction to get to our highest good. All right, so that's the board. Now, these are the Moonology. Whoops. And the Moonology deck shows us what shift we're in. It's all about the moon. And the reason this is important is because we're constantly growing, and we're learning, and we're processing. I mean, every day we're learning something new. And we need to understand if we have an adjustment on our path, because we can get stuck in lessons for decades in karmic partnerships and all kinds of stupid crap, because we are not pure as a society like our elders were. and listen to our intuition, because it's numbed from all the processed foods to the electronics that are overwhelming our frequency. Our bodies are not healthy. That's why we have cancers. So our intuition is right here on this board, to be honest. So the Moonology is going to give us what phase of the cycle, in this case, are we in? And that'll tell us where we can work on things, because we can affect this case through prayer. We really, really can. And then this card is going to be what's our next steps forward in cycle. So let's go ahead and put those cards there. Now, we've got 7 cards. 7 is a heavenly number. It has a lot to do with the cosmos, the great, whether you're talking about the sun, the earth, the moon, the galaxy, the Milky Way, our nation, whatever it is, the world. It's a good number to represent that. And if you come over to 1111 Tarot, I'm going to be giving away in January free tarot lessons, completely free to you. You'll be able to sign up in the class, free to you. I believe it's 4 or 5 days in a row, an hour a day, and I will be sending a workbook with you, and you will be able to take the class every day live with me, and you can get your answers to any questions you have as we learn together. So I'll be able to teach tarot there. Now, you guys, I am jumping into the tarot, and I'm going to explain that as we go. I'll be putting down the cards. Go ahead, cut this deck as well. And we're going to begin the read real quickly. It'll be very interesting if we get like the Lover card again and so forth. So in this is the 5D. This is illumination, clarity, and wisdom. And the board has it marked so we won't forget what we're laying down. Love, trust, and growth. Introspection, the dream, the experience, cleansing, renewal, and purity. All right, my lovelies, here we go. Are you guys ready? Let me grab a drink real quick. I am such a loud drinker. You probably heard it from over there. Okay, let me get the camera up. Are you guys doing good over there? I haven't heard anything from any of you. I mean, I don't even know if I'm live still, but I'm still rolling with it. I have the faith. I have the faith we're live. So if anybody can type anything or communicate, that's great. Hopefully we're still rolling. All right, so we're going to start with the Great Spirit in the middle. And I have empathy. Look at that. I told you, telepathic. And when you look at this card, it says Peace Rainbow. Let me see if this helps to illuminate the card for you. Now, it's a lot better on my other channel because I actually have a camera that zooms into everything really nicely. But you can see this. It says Peace Rainbow. So Peace Rainbow, that's a pretty good card to get. I love it. And empathy. Empathy is all about understanding how somebody feels and being able to recreate that feeling, that longing for home that Stephen and Brendan would have. And look, it's got kids from all around the world, and she's holding a globe. Look at that. Do you see? I know it's kind of crappy lighting, truthfully. But that's beautiful. It's the whole world has empathy for, and it's the Peace Rainbow. So I do believe the divine is very much showing empathy on this situation. Let's see what we are in this cycle. It says your dreams need a practical plan, full moon in Taurus. So apparently we need to get a practical plan together. A practical plan. So something must be still in the works. Full moon in Taurus. Now we do have the next full moon in Sagittarius, not Taurus, but that'd be interesting if somebody wanted to look up. Thank you, Marilyn. She's like still listening. Thank you, Marilyn, very much. So you guys look here. With this being a full moon in Taurus, one of us, someone, can absolutely just simply Google full moon in Taurus 2021. That might be something that tells us a date that we have to have stuff ready by. Now, when we move forward, where's our cycle going, you guys? Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. Bring love into the situation. So we definitely want to continue to really show our support, which I have been so busy creating things on that other channel. I'm going to actually make sure this week, every day this week, I go over and share. I myself have not been sharing as much as I should be. So I will get over and work on that. All right, my lovelies. So we need to bring love into the situation. It's going to show us more what all this ties into. Let's start in the East and in our air cycle. Now this is an oracle, and I do not take oracles in reverse. The observer, look at this. The whole world is watching. And so is the 5D, the observer. So I feel like there's something taking place, and when you see those big wings above that crystal ball right here, these wings above this crystal ball, I always think of a bird and a message, and somebody is observing these messages coming in. Somebody's entangled into this. So that's in the 5D, like they're watching this unfold in the 5D. So a lot of thoughts are being had. A lot of feelings are being had. Now let's move into the earth plane. Speak truth. I kid you not. 5D going into the 3D. Somebody is coming forward. Speak truth. Do you see that sword of truth? Think of it. Swords. Spell it. S-W-O-R-D-S. It's an S. Words. Words, speaking the truth. Sword. It's a sword of truth. Oh, and I do want to tell you, I did have twice 2 different people out of the blue that have nothing to do with the Avery case came up to me and was singing The Eye of the Tiger, which I always think of Zellner. So I thought that was interesting, like out of the blue. One of them gave me a head of it, said, one of them was singing something about, after they said that they felt I would be victorious. They didn't say why, but I was like, yes, that's wonderful. All right, you guys, we're heading over here, and this is what our ancestors and anybody that's passed on that would fall as witness to this case, including victims that have passed on, okay? It says, take a risk. Take a risk. That's beautiful. Oh, by the way, I got word today. I'm not going to say how, but I want to tell you. I got word today that Stephen Avery does get information about all my videos. How about that? Like he knows what goes on my videos. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. Okay, you guys. So hopefully maybe he's able to watch something. I don't know. In our spiritual, we've got Get Wild. Okay, you guys, what is going on? We have Take Risk, Get Wild, Speak the Truth. This is a message to the person. Look, on the Get Wild, I've said this before in other readings. It always is, it's a scroll that has a bow wrapped around it, a big bow. So I always think of this as a lot of messages going back and forth, and it says Get Wild. Like I feel like there's somebody that's like telling it all, giving it up, telling the truth, speak the truth, speak your clarity. And it's bringing love into the situation. They're speaking from their heart, I feel. I really do. Okay, we're ready, you guys. Are you ready to dig into the tarot? Hey, Ella Childs. I know who that is. Okay, my lovelies, let's do this. We're going to turn over Illumination. I am not kidding. Queen of Swords, the one that speaks the truth. This could possibly be the person. And it doesn't have to be a queen. It can be a king. Masculine, feminine energy are interchangeable. Energy is interchangeable. This came up as the Queen of Swords. Now, this may very well be our Zellner in illumination. Illumination's about seeing it clearly. And this is all about getting a practical plan together, right? So somebody is communicating. You see, she's saying, she's got that hand out as the queen, and she's like, come on, come forward, speak your truth to me. But if you don't speak your truth to me, you see the sword? Off with your head. Off with your head. All right, we're going to go into clarity. Clarity, what do we got? Oh, this is going to be amazing reading. In clarity, I got the devil, toxicity. I got the devil. Guess who's cutting it out? Guess what the queen has shown? The clarity on the devil. You know what that means? The devil can be seen. The devil has been identified. The queen knows who the devil is because why? This board, this 1111 Wheel of Life, it tells me what the divine is trying to say. It's not me guessing what the message is. It's right on. The beginning, spring, clarity. It falls in the Gemini spot. It's under mind and concept. She has clarity. This Queen of Swords is in the illumination spot. See? So I know that this queen is the one that clearly sees the clarity of the toxicity, the devil. So right there, if you can get to the head of the beast, guess what? Cut that head off. All of its heads off. So this reading's going incredible. And guess what? This observer might be us watching this happen. That might be us watching it happen in court. Maybe we're going to get our day in court after all. All right, my lovelies. Here we go. The next one is wisdom. In other words, not just the knowledge of the case, but what has the experience of all of this case given us, given this situation? Now, remember, we've got the Queen of Swords. We have the devil. Here we go. The wisdom, wish fulfillment, Nine of Cups. You guys saw me cut these cards. You saw me do it right. This is Nine of Cups in our wisdom, and it's in the Libra spot. Libra is all about justice. It's the balance. It's the scales in the tarot system. So this is a balanced wish fulfillment in Libra. It's justice all the way. And it's in the Venus because Libra is the Venus sign. That's all about love. The universe sharing its love to us. I feel like we should just skip the rest of the read. I'm good with this. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Are you guys ready for this? Marilyn, are you ready? All right, Shane, here we go. Here we go, you guys. How many people do we have with us? I don't even know. It might be just us two. All right, right now we have 71 playbacks. Excellent. But like I said, it's not really working that good tonight. So who knows? Last time I got off here, I had 200 and some views. But when I was on, it said I had 3 people watching. So who knows? All right, guys, here we go. Whew, I'm so excited to do this. All right, we're moving. Okay, so these cards are so beautiful. All right, so we're moving from this 5D. This is what's happening on. A lot of communication. Words are being said. A lot of thoughts are being communicated. A lot of feelings are being felt. But now we have to have tangible. We have to have 3D paperwork for the case, right? What is coming up this way? Right here, we have what I said would be more or less like, I felt like this would be the beginning of 2021 time frame. And so this is what I feel is going to be coming. We'll start hearing about it in around January 11th to possibly February 11th. Somewhere between now and that time frame, this is this little scrunchy section over here. So this is our love, okay? So this is our passion. This is our investment. 3 of Wands, which is an action card. It's all about making plans. So I can definitely see that we're going to understand that plans are en route. When you look at Capricorn, which is what it is on the board, you have Saturn, which intensifies things. So this is really intense plans. And it's done under that love, that passion. And you know, Zellner, she would kick some butt. She will kick some butt. Hey, soul sister, that's Robin Childs here. I love you, Robin. John Boats, how are you? How are you, lovely? I miss you guys a lot. All right, so we're going to see, this is like I said, I kind of put this as an early January, February time frame over here. We've got the Three of Wands. It's in the love position, which is on the board, on the 1111 Wheel of Life. It represents our passion. Look at, we're going to be making some passionate plans. You know, like re-spark the flame, re-spark the fire, right? Now our trust. Now, trust falls under the Taurus, and it's all about either understanding what we can trust or knowing what we cannot trust, okay? So it's a lesson. That's why it's in this emotional trial and error section. And we're going to find out that there's going to be some things we can trust and some we can't. This is giving us heads up. Oh, you can trust this is done, because this is the Ten of Swords, my lovelies. This is the completed cycle of pain. This is the last sword being put in the back of something that is already done and it's completed. And when you look at this case and you think of the evidence and the victim, this is bringing closure to the victimhood. This is bringing closure. And guess what it falls in? What did I tell you? Trust. And what have I been saying in every read? Trust the divine. Our time is coming. Trust the divine. Your prayers are working. Your prayers are working. Now, that's why I said this 1111 board that I've created, it doesn't allow for me to interpret the cards any way I want. It allows me to understand what the divine wants me to understand. And so the messages get appropriately delivered because I'm walking in the path of the divine. I'm understanding what the growth potential is. I'm understanding what this Ten of Swords is relative to, which is my trust. My trust, right? Your trust. Now, in our growth portion, there's going to be lessons to learn. Whether you're the victim's family or you're the person that sat up for how many years doing research till 2 a.m. Whether you're the lawyer or you're the victim that was wrongfully accused or you're the person that perpetrated this crime, there's always lessons and there's always growth. And that's what this Wheel of Life, the 1111 Wheel of Life, teaches us, is what was some of the purposes of this. Now we get a tiny glimpse right here. And this is our growth. Now, this is a Virgo energy. You kind of go within and you hermit as a Virgo many times because your intuition, you have to rethink things, you know? All right, look at that. 8 of Wands. This is fast communication. And I'll tell you what also it means. When you walk the life of the Fool and you meet the different characters, when you get to the 8 of Wands, you have battled already, and you have battled and you have been victorious. You have battled and you have been victorious, but you have not won the war. And this is saying there are many more battles to come, but you will win the war, because this is all of it. This is everything. It's saying it's coming to fast communication. It's coming in, and there is going to be many battles to get to this. So this is not going to be an overnight, snap your fingers, done deal. This shows a lot of work going to be needed. So I do feel us truthers need to stay alert. As I said, somebody from higher up, very important, has made contact with me and probably a lot of other onliners, because you guys are the research team. And you guys are the brain trust, and we have access to get to you guys really quick on a live. I will tell you that if you can find me any information on Bradley Scheck, or any information about Bradley Scheck's wife and any court information about when Teresa went to court with Bradley Sheck, that would be great, because we're looking for it. And I'm talking about, we need it. It needs to be sent to a specific person. Actually, Stephen Avery's looking for it, to be honest. And I promise you. Okay, let's get on with the read. I'm so excited. So down here, if you look at the situation, let's just kind of reflect a minute. In the 5D, in the communication realm, still in the works, we do have the Queen of Swords, the Devil, and we have the Nine of Cups. Now, the Queen of Swords is an elimination. She knows, she can clearly see who is going to be telling the truth. Her sword is upright, straight as an arrow. She knows who's telling the truth. Followed by clarity of the Devil. She knows what's toxic, she knows who's toxic, and she's getting the clarity. And followed by wisdom, that wish fulfillment. So there has been something granted. Something has been granted that is a wish fulfillment. And that could be an evidentiary hearing. It could be our day in court. I'm not sure. But it's something good. It's a wish fulfillment. And then when you get over here and you've got, like I said, that's the now time. Let's look over here and we go into January and February. And I've got the Three of Wands, which is making plans, forward movement. The Ten of Swords, which means walking away from something that's completely finished. It's a 10, complete. Starts over at 1, new cycle. And then you have this Eight of Wands. And when I put them in their perspective places on the 1111 wheel of life, I get love, passionate, new plans. I get trust with the Ten of Swords, that this is over, done, trust. The divine is saying, done deal. So January and February, we're going to know a lot more, that the cycle that we've been in is over and we're starting a whole new cycle, which does lead me personally to feel like it could be evidentiary hearing, right? Especially when you get this in the growth cycle. That's crazy good. That's absolute fast-paced messages too. All right, now we're going up here. Now I said that this felt more to me like a spring feel, like maybe the March, the April, the May, maybe even June, all over here, right? Okay. Let's go up here. Now, this is introspection. This is all about going within and thinking about everything, looking at it, and see what you pull out as a place you can put the stake in the ground, right? Oh, for the love of God. It's a universal cup of love. I can't make this up. This is the universe saying, here is my cup of love to match the world's love for Brendan and Stephen. This is the universe saying, I'm on board. I'm manifesting in the 3D. Right there, I promise you. I missed you too, John Boats. I sure did. Look at that. Universal Ace of Cups. Handed by a cloud. Handed by the universe. This cup of love is coming in the 3D. What did I say? I said March, April, May, possibly June over here. So I do feel we're going to have the world and the universe all on our side. And I feel like we're headed to possibly, I haven't seen a court card yet. That's what I'm waiting on. So now we're going to go into, this can be an illusion. It can be a goal. It's what our perception is. And this, sometimes you have to look at this and go, wow, that's our overall perception. Maybe we should change our perception, right? So that we manifest good. Because if you tell a kid all the time they're stupid, they're going to think they're stupid. So we have to tell ourselves the proper information. So this can be a goal too. It can be an achievement. It's basically, in the 3D world, how the perception is being handled. Now think about the perception Kratz had, right? And how he twisted the perception of all the media into his whole sweaty little story. And everybody's perception got warped, including the jury's. Perception can be a very fickle, dangerous thing. So we always want to know our perception. And that's what we've got. Temperance. The angels are watching over this case. Look at that. That is Archangel Michael's card in the tarot. It is Temperance. He is blending 2 cups of justice. I kid you not. So look what we've got. I haven't even turned over your current experience card. I have that cup of love from the universe coming from your introspection, which is your Jupiter, which Jupiter is all about enriching yourself, you know. strengthening yourself, looking at the wisdom of the situation, really understanding things. And it's in a Sagittarian position. And guess what? We have a full moon in Sagittarius coming up. So already, and in our fears, our hopes, all that, in our perspective, we have the angels handling the cups. You can't get a better perspective. You just can't. That's beautiful. Now we're going to go one more further. This is our experience. This is what we've actually learned from this case that's going to help us push this case forward to the right position. Holy crap. Rest and reposition our thought process that aligns with the divine. That's what this means. See that little church window up there? See? Hanging up all those words for a little bit and trusting the divine with faith. Healing and getting ready for battle that we'll have soon. But we aren't giving up. No, we're recharging. That's what the 4 means. It means I'm repositioning myself. I'm recharging for battle. I'll be picking my swords back up, but in due time. Because I'm going to be ready. So there's a lot of preparation going on. A lot. Are you ready? We're going to the outcome section. And this is all about what the divine sees for us in this one section. Now, this doesn't mean the outcome of the case. Because remember, this is just going towards, because we went like now, then we went like January, February, then March, April, May, and June. Now we're into, July, August, September, October-ish over here, okay? So I feel like this is the fall, okay? Don't mind that it says winter. I'm making it the fall, all right? So we have to look at cleansing. What has to be cleansed out of this case for us to win, right? King of Swords. Cleansing. This King of Swords has to come forward. King of Swords is all about authority. King of Swords can definitely be, and you have the Queen of Swords, you have the mated pair. This is definitely a win-win situation. This is all about cleansing of the court systems, getting balance back in. It's definitely an aligned position. If you look, her sword is straight up and down. His is up as well. So this is definitely going to be a very serious, some sort. This could be the judge. Cleansing. There's going to be a cleansing. The judge is going to cleanse something. Renewal. Oh my God. That is the steady single girl. That is the steady solid lawyer. They're usually single. She may be married, but this is a single individual that is sturdy. And they know what they're doing. They've got the bird message. All right, here we go. Here we go. This is purity. This is the purity of the case. Holding on. I feel like we're going to be in battle. I really do. I feel like we're going to be in battle at this time. And I feel like the state's going to be still holding on. I do. I feel like this could be Zellner right here. The single, steady, prosperous, long-term, in it for the long haul. It's Pentacles. This could be the judge with the sword here. And this could be the state, which is the 4 of coins, which is petty, hanging on, being selfish, acting like jackass. I feel like we're in battle. So at this point, I will say, I do see forward motion where we're possibly getting some sort of battle between the state, Zellner, and definitely an authority figure, possibly a judge. But do I see us winning the case by then? No. I feel like it's going to be a hell of a fight because we still have this guy hanging on. Now, we're going to get some clarification. I'm going to grab a drink real quick. Hey, drama must remain on the stage. How the heck are you? Good seeing you. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to grab a sip of my tea and maybe a couple sips because I've been yakking forever. I'm glad to see chat's finally working. All right, you guys. Now, we're going to get into this with these little baby tarots. Now, remember, this is the deck I kept getting the stump every time I do the reading. And it's also, I want to say, the Ace of Wands. Okay? So if I get it this time, it's going to really freak me out. That will mean something to me. I don't know about anybody else. Y'all believe what you want. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's get this shuffled. It's just a baby tarot. Same cards we were using before as this foil deck, but just a little tiny version. Okay. I got 7 of Wands, which is crossing our introspection. So when you look at the 7 of Wands, okay, it's all about feeling like you've got to defend yourself. You know, look, he's like, I've got my own wand. I'll knock the crap out of all of you. Keep your distance. You know, he's got, well, actually, he has a sword. He's the one trying to speak. And he's the one trying to get the mob off of him. And I feel like because it falls in introspection, it's a defensive energy, but you have this Ace of Cup going, hey, I got your back. Universe is saying, Stephen, I got your back right here. The world has your back. The universe has your back. You keep being defensive. You win. You win. All right? So that's what I get with that 7 of Wands. Now, on the Temperance, which falls in our actual, like, it can be our how we see. It's the perspective of things. It's how we see things. So we've got all knowledge. We all clearly, I mean, the overall collective energy of the world that's supporting Stephen and Brendan, they see the perspective as Archangel Michael is actually, the angels are watching over Brendan and Stephen. So that's remarkable in itself, because that could have come up anywhere, but it came in that position. I got the Chariot. Now, this is a major arcana. It is the universe saying, you don't got to guide this chariot. It'll go. The universe will drive it, and it is victorious in the end. Now, it doesn't come in real fast. It's a marathon. It's a marathon, but it's a win. And I find that interesting that is more or less angel driven. You mean you take your position, but you don't have reins to guide this. There are no reins on the Chariot. The divine guides it to the proper place. Where does this card cross? Temperance, Archangel Michael's cup, in your perspective. So everybody kind of feels like the divine is going to be pulling this out of this unjust position. Let's come over here. This is our experience, and it has to do with us resting, getting a new position, and recharging so that we're ready for a serious battle, like fully charged, right? All right, here we go. You got the world. The world is recharging, and guess what? This is the end of the major arcana. It's the 21st card. After that, that's it. You start the Fool again, because this is when a major cycle comes to a close. Major cycle comes to a close. So we ain't going to be resting forever. That is going to be closed off, because I bet you we're going to have some work to do. We've got the Observer card here. You know, if this goes to court, we're all going to have a lot of work, because we're going to be working on this case. All the new developments that would come out and so forth. So I don't think we're going to be resting on our laurels. You know, as they say. Woo! Okay, King of Swords. Interesting. This came up in reverse, so that's not the greatest of signs. Now remember, this is the fall. Okay, so I remember this being July, August, September, possibly October. We've got this King of Swords, and guess what? I have the non-victory card to start with. The non-victory card the first time around. Now, I did predict that right at the minute when we felt like we weren't going to win, something would come along, the other shoe would drop, and at the last minute we win. So I do feel that that is possible in the fall, that we will feel like things are not looking in our favor that great. We've got the state, possibly the state. Somebody's holding on. Somebody's holding on like crazy. Oh, yeah. Look at that crap. Are you kidding me? That's great. I love it. So then you got the Zellner card, or at least that's how I see it. You have the Nine of Pentacles. It's strong. It's the renewal card. And it's saying, that's how you saw it. You were just cleaning house, going to write it off. Nope, nope, nope. Everything's going to get renewed. We're going to move forward. We got some renewal to do. And when we get that, we get the wheel, which is also, this is forward motion. Think of it as a wheel of life turning. And it's like, the cogs are turning, and it goes ka-dunk, and now we've gotten to a different process, if you will. All right, lovelies. Oh, I didn't even know this card fell out. I have the Six of Pentacles. Somebody is still giving out information. And it falls, I'm going to give it to that wheel card. So Zellner will still be getting more information that comes and spins this wheel in the fall. Okay, here we go. We're going to go into the state holding on. Let's see what we got. How can we get the state to let go? Come on, help us, Divine. Please, Archangel Michael, show us what we need to see. Show us what we need to see. Thank you. Major Arcana Strength card. It's taming the beast. Zellner's going to tame the beast because she's going to tame this beast. And I think the state is the beast. And I think that Zellner writing the states back. I really do. And I think that's strength, because that's Major Arcana. That's the universe again. Just saying. That's the universe again. This is a beautiful read. Alrighty. That is what I have for us. So I do feel that we are going to go to some sort of big deal by the fall. I really do. I see this King of Swords really important here. Possibly a judge. I've got the Queen of Pentacles, or no, I'm sorry, the Nine of Pentacles, yes, and the Four of Pentacles. A lot of Pentacles. It has to do with foundation and stability and material things, so that would make perfect sense with this case. And then having the King of Swords there, that's often a judge or somebody of very high authority, and they're speaking. So, all right, I'm coming topside. How are my lovelies? Let's see there. Drama says, hello, everyone. So glad you are still on, Rubberducky. Aw, thank you, Drama. Joe Boat said, missed you. Missed you too, John. Very much. Marilyn Nolan says, hi, Drama must remain on the stage. You guys miss each other. I know you do. Hey, everyone. What's happening so far? That was Kimberly Allen. Drama says, oh, she's just saying how somebody's doing. Kimberly Allen says, is this chat working okay? Seems kind of wonky. I know, right? It was wonky. That's what I was saying. It's like I'm getting like streams of it, and then it's not. And it shows 2 people are watching, but that I've had like, I don't know how many playbacks. Let me look again. Yeah, how can I have 115 playbacks? But it doesn't make no sense. It's not working. YouTube's been screwing up something weird. Marilyn Nolan said, RD said earlier she is having a problem with chat, not working properly. Truth. I hope I'm seeing all your comments, but I'm probably not. Drama says, Rubberducky, I need the divine and every spirit guide with me Friday at 1 p.m. We go back to baby court. Okay. Hopefully to shut them down. It's been a very hard and emotional 2 years. Team Unicorn. Hey, Drama must remain on stage. I'm going to do a quick walkthrough on the board for you to see if we can get a little bit of help from the divine for you, my dear. It'll only take a minute to clear the board, and that is my gift to you. Merry Christmas, lovely. So we'll do a quick read for you. Let me get these cards shuffled. For those of you that are interested in tarot, I am going to be teaching on 1111 Tarot live. We're going to be doing tarot cards over there. I'm going to be teaching it. You will get a workbook, and I think it's 4 or 5 days, and it's absolutely free to you. You don't pay for a darn thing. It is absolutely free to you. I'm giving my gift away to you that I was giving free to me. And then during that time, you can learn tarot as well as understand a little bit more about astrology and how it ties in. So if you're interested in that, you'll have to come over to 1111 Tarot, subscribe, because that's how you get your free class, is to subscribe, and then you're automatically in. All right, my lovelies, let's get these cards shuffled for Drama Must Remain on the Stage. All righty. Now, I will tell you ahead of time, I am familiar with just the basics of the case, so that could be interpreted a little bit more than normal because of that. To understand the case and affect the case, the reading. It's better, actually, what I'm saying is it's much better when I know nothing about the case for people to feel validated about their reading. Like when I know nothing and I'm like, here is exactly the information I see and it resonates, they know there is no way I could know that. So doing a reading that I already know a great deal of the case, it can be a little bit tricky to convince people that I'm not just spewing out information I already know. You know what I'm saying? Wow. In the middle of your shuffle, these cards flipped when I tried to do that. All right. I'm keeping it. That's what you get. These flipped. You can review the camera. I hope they were on camera, but they flipped a specific way. I've never had cards flip. So, Drama Must Remain on the Stage. I'm going to walk the talk here. The teaching part, Kimberly, is going to be in January. I haven't locked into the date yet. I've got to look at some, we've got to sit down in a meeting and just kind of figure out when we feel is the best time to begin it. But it does feel like it will be the second week of January, possibly the beginning of the third, where the lessons, by then we'll have all the curriculum set up. And it's going to be such a fun time. I kid you not. And I will be there live teaching, face on camera. You'll be able to type, ask questions, and it'll be a group of us all together. A lot of fun. That's why I'm doing it, is to give you guys an understanding of things. So, are you ready? Drama Must Remain on Stage. You are the best. Thank you. I just want my grandbabies home. Oh, lovely. I know you do. Well, it goes so much deeper. I trust you 100%. Okay, here we go. So I was shuffling my deck here. I don't even know the name of these. I've had them a while. But they're gold foiled. They're beautiful. All right, and I got the Page of Pentacles, which means a very steady, new, solid beginning. I just showed you the Eight of Wands in the other reading. It came up again. It's about solid communication. It does mean there's going to be a few battles here. Like, we're not done with the battling, but you're on the winning streak. You got the Sun with the baby on the horse. This is absolutely beautiful to get. This is in your favor. It is happiness. It is your soulmate, your soul tie. And of course your grandchildren are. There's no doubt. But what's beautiful is you got the Empress card, the Mother card, the Nurturer, the one that, you know, takes such beautiful care and uses her intuition to know what is best for these children. This is the Mother card. The Fool runs into the Magician first, and then the Emperor, the Mother. Hanged Man, you're going to have a new perspective very soon. That's important. But look at this, King of Pentacles, solid, absolutely solid. And then you got it, Justice. So you're going to prove yourself solid, and it's going to be a just decision. It's going to have something to do with this Lovers card. So I feel there are some lovers that are going to walk away, because it doesn't even show they're married. It just shows lovers. Like there's a couple of people that are just gonna walk away like they're done. They can't do it anymore. I do feel there's a maternal figure that is going to fight this, and this one is not going to walk away as easily. This could be you not walking away here, because this person is defending it, saying, nope, not going to have it. There ain't no way in hell you're going to do it. And new plans are being made. So it looks beautiful. I mean, you've got the Justice card right in the spread itself, right in the middle. So I feel you should go into it with a solid, confident feeling. Trust in the divine. Say a lot of prayers. Ask, now Archangel Michael is the protector of children. And, or that's what he's known for, you know. So I would definitely ask Archangel Michael to help you in this situation, as well as I feel that whoever you feel you accept as your guardian and your helper, and, you know, just know that it's going to come out really good. It's going to come out really good. Justice is right in the middle of the spread. So that's beautiful. There you are, my lovely. If anybody, I don't charge any longer for personal readings because I don't know, I started feeling uncomfortable again. I felt like I was taking somebody's money, and it's a gift to me. So I don't do personal readings anymore except for online. However, if anybody wanted to put any money in the tip jar, there is a little tip cup listed somewhere on here, or there will be, and I welcome anything that is donated. But I do not charge for any of this, and I'm not going to charge for my tarot lessons. I'm not going to charge to teach astrology. I'm just going to gift it away. But I do want you to subscribe if you can to support the channel, and come on over and visit me on 1111 Tarot. I'm over there all the time. I also am on Facebook on 1111 Tarot, where I go live and I do FaceTime with all of you. And it's a lot easier over there. Okay, and thank you, and is 1111. Yeah, all you're going to do to find me, you guys, is on YouTube, you go hashtag 1111_tarot, and you'll find me on YouTube. And then also, you can look in the description below. I have a Facebook for 1111, and I spend a lot of time over there. Yeah, it looks really positive. Drama must remain on the stage. And as well as, I always believe that when it doesn't serve us as a selfish wish, we are allowed to use our blessings that we build up where we've helped people and we've earned a little good karma. I always feel like we can borrow from that supply and ask for goodwill and the highest, best possible outcome for a good friend or family or loved one. And so I do that for you. I do that for you. Drama must remain on stage. Oh, good. Yeah, Kimberly Allen says, okay, I found it. Just subscribe. Thank you, lovely. Yeah, I don't know why it's taken a little while to get subscriber rolling, but any help you guys can give me is wonderful. And also, just so you know, I'm going to be doing free readings live over on the other channel. What day is this? This is Wednesday, right? I'm doing them Friday. I'm going to be live for 1 hour. And I will be doing any reading that you guys want. I say 1 hour, but if we don't have a lot of people show up. Oh, and just so you know, it's not on YouTube. It's on Facebook. So it's on the actual, I think it's just at 11_tarot. I think it's just at 11_tarot on Facebook. But you can just click the link in the description in this video, or you can go to YouTube, hashtag 1111_tarot, and I know for a fact there's the description or in the link to the Facebook. But yeah, Friday I'm going to be giving away free readings right online for people. So just like I did just now for Drama Must Remain on the Stage. Now I want to show you guys something. I'm so excited to show you. Now it's a little bit hard to see right now, but this is not how I normally film. So when you get in on the other channel, you actually, it's a camera that shoots down onto the cards and the positions. But this is my blueprint. This is a rough draft. It's very, very solid material. It's not a flimsy poster at all. It's got some weight to it. You can hear it. Solid. This is the poster that I'm going to be showing you guys. Let's see how I can do it. This poster is what I've made, and this is what I'm working on, and this is what I used for the spread, and why it worked out so well to understand what the divine is saying, because we're actually walking through the same, close to the same process as a medicine wheel. We're always incorporating what the divine is communicating, and we're not calling out, you know, if I had gotten, let's say I drew this card, and I was like, oh, I'm in my head. But it depends on where it is. You know, if it's in the trust section or if it's in the clarity section, because there's guidance here. There's knowledge, there's growth. And it's not about, you know, my boyfriend, and it's not about who's coming at me next, and you know, it's done right. It's done right. It's in the spiritual alignment. It also works on the balancing effect of if you add 12, 8, and 7, you get a 15 here. 15 plus 12 is 27. You add the 2 and the 7, you get a 9. And then you get a 6, and then you get a 3. And I mean, it's all Tesla numbers, 369. It's got the air sign, the earth, the fire, and the water. And it's got the north and the south and the east and the west. And it's got our different types of signs. And it all balanced out so beautiful. And it's a portal. So I'm going to be using this. And if you're interested in something like this after I get done with the R&D part of it, where I've tested it out, I already know I want to fix some of the writing and stuff. But this is a 16 by 20, and it works great because, as you saw, the tarot cards fit right onto this map. This 1111 Wheel of Life really guides us for our highest good. So I have fallen in love with this design. But yeah, we'll be bringing in those classes, which will be starting in January for anybody that is interested. You will be able to register, I believe, after Christmas. I'm waiting until the holidays are done. And then there'll be a link you'll click, and you'll be able to, if you're, actually the way it's going to work the best is if you go over on Facebook and you subscribe or like our page, however that works, we're setting up the event that you can be like, I'm interested in, maybe I go to it, whatever, and it'll have the class information on it. So if you're following our page or liking our page, I believe you automatically will get like, hey, the class is going to be starting. Hey, don't forget, you know, all the reminders. So, but it is 100% free to all of you. It's either 4 or 5 days, on that, and then there are also other classes that you'll be able to sign up for future, which will be astrology and some other things. So trauma must remain on stage. Yes, there is a link if you want to go down in the description below, and if it's not there after this airs, I'll make sure and put the information down below. And then also, if you want to go over, you could, let me see if I can type. This is what you've got to put in YouTube to find the other channel. Hold on, I'm doing it one-handed here. That looks right? Yeah. If you enter that, I just typed hashtag 1111_tarot. If you type that into YouTube on the search, it'll take you back to the other channel. And yes, I could use all the subscribers. Plus, I'd like to visit you guys. I miss you. And honestly, I'm only going to come over here and talk when I have something to talk about. I don't want to bore you guys, you know. I want to come on when there's something to discuss. And if you guys have stuff to share with me, you're certainly welcome to do so. I do get some beautiful emails from all of you. Hey, Kevin. I am doing well. Fantastic to see you. Thank you, Kimberly Allen. She said she found it and subscribed. Kimberly Allen, I sure could use a reading. I am kind of in the same boat as Drama. I am in a weird space with regards to my grandchildren as well. Okay, Kimberly, why don't I do a reading for you real quick? I'm going to get a drink first. Drama says, we've been down the road a long time, Miss Ducky. I've watched you from way, way back. I was under another name, but you've seen my emails. You know me. I sure do, lovely. I sure do. Marilyn Nolan says, sent a gift, Merry Christmas, RD, via PayPal. Ah, gee, thank you, Marilyn. I love you. Kimberly Allen says, will the class be available on YouTube at all? Kimberly, I'll tell you what. I will find a way to make it available to everyone somehow. If it's not live on YouTube, it could be that I do it live on Facebook, and it's possible that then what I could do is download it off of Facebook and then re-upload it on YouTube for those that want to play catch up. Because I want it to be, and it's free to everybody. Marilyn says I could never bore her. You guys are beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and let's get a reading for Kimberly Allen. Needs a reading. She's in a little bit of a pickle, so we're going to shuffle the cards. This is Kimberly Allen's energy here. I'm just going to do a short read. I'm just going to basically walk you through these little spots, which are the tarot. Actually, Kimberly. Kevin says, is next year going to be a lucky year for us ducks? You know what? Before I start a whole big spread for Kimberly, I am going to find out, Kevin, if we're going to have a lucky year or not. Are we ready? 2021. How are we going to do? Kevin and I and everybody else would like to know. We're going to draw a few cards. So we're going to put that there. We're going to put that there. We're going to use these in the middle. And then we're going to find out real quick, just a real quick 3 cards off of this, 1 card off of each of the others. All right, 1 card. Let's cut the deck. I may have already done this, but it doesn't hurt. Cut it a whole bunch of times. Who cares? Let's go ahead, see what Spirit says. Spirit says, love is all around you. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as a truth, which is absolutely beautiful. And it's a 16, which is a 7 for the root number. Let me see if I can get this under a better light. Can you see it? Yeah, I need better lighting. I got to figure out my lighting. There's times I can get, like I do it a different way on the other channel where you get to see the cards up close. Okay, so now let's do the next deck. I got so many rocks all over. All my little gems and rocks. Okay, let's get this deck shuffled. Well, actually, it's already shuffled, but we'll cut it. This is, are we going to have a blessed year next year? We're going to, one of those. All right, here we go. Boundaries. We're going to have to learn our boundaries. That means we don't let people push us around. That means we listen to our gut. We don't listen to what other people tell us. We don't believe the Kratzes. We don't believe the media's shit. We literally set our boundaries and say, this is where I feel like I know I can put my stake in the ground. This is what my gut tells me. And only you, yourself, can know what your gut is telling you. And that is maintain your boundaries. Now, let's go ahead and get into the Moonology. Woo! Almost was airmail. Alrighty. Confidence is your key to success. So, we have this, which is a new moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success. So we absolutely have to just go into it very confidently. They always say, whatever beast you feed, that is the beast that's going to grow. So what beast do we want to feed? We want to feed the love beast, the kindness beast. Yeah. And we want to take care and make sure nobody steps on our boundaries. Because if they do, we're going to be real confident to say, get the hell off our toe. You're standing on my toe. Get off my toe. Yeah. All right, my dears, we're going to get 3 cards out of this. Now, those were Oracle decks, and these are actually the Tarot deck. And we're going to go with Illumination, 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups in Illumination. Absolutely. It could be everything gets feeling good again. Look, it's a decision to fill 10 of Cups. Because we got this in Clarity. A decision has to be made. And in your Wisdom, what do you got? Oh, Lord. You know it's not 10 of Cups. I think it's all about illuminating what is important to us. What do we feel brings us true satisfaction? And I think the Wisdom tells us we're going to be in our heads a lot with some sleepless nights. And Clarity is that we're going to have a lot of true decisions to make in our world. I feel like for me, this is like a decision that's coming myself too, on a personal level. So yeah, I think we have to make the decision right here. This tells you it all. Right here, you have to make the decision to know, is worry going to help you, or really realizing what's important to you and protecting it. You know, keep the boundaries around what you feel is important. I don't think anybody should be out there running around thinking that 21 is just going to be all daisies. I think it's going to get really rocky, and I think we're going to need the strength of each other to get through it. I really do. All right, it's time for my Kimberly, my lovely. We're going to do a spread for you. So I'm going to clear off the board here. There we are. Let's get your cards all set up. This is for Kimberly Allen. And that was the Moonology deck. This is, of course, Threads of Fate. I love this deck. Thomas on here, his name was Thomas. He bought this deck. He sent a donation in for the 1111 Tarot. And this was a deck I've wanted forever, and I've used it for almost all my reads. It has helped so many people understand where they're stuck in life, whether they were depressed or whatever. This deck has helped people get past some of those moments of feeling like, I'm just lost, I don't know where to turn. Yeah, so that deck has really been beautiful. Okay, my lovelies, here we go. Archangel Michael, please bless us with the information that we need to see for Kimberly Allen as she goes through these trials and tribulations in her life to reach what she feels will bring her the satisfaction to protect those of the ones that she loves. Can you please guide me, take me by the hand into the tarot? Do not leave me, Archangel Michael. Protect me from everything, you being the messages to me from the other side. As my protector, I only ask that Archangel Michael respond. Thank you for guidance. All right, my lovely, are you ready? We're going to go ahead, and this is Whispers of Love. We'll cut this, and then we will take the top card. And we'll put that right there for you, my dear. Now, Threads of Fate. We're going to put 1 in our air, which is our east, our south and earth plane, our west and fire, which is our ancestors, and our spiritual north, water. And then we'll get our shifting. Where are we in our transition? Because we're always shifting in life. And this will give you a little bit of guidance here. Let's go ahead and cut this deck. We'll put where you are currently in your position during this situation, and event, and where you are stepping off to next. Now we're going to jump right into the tarot. Give this a couple more shifts. There we go. I do feel your energy, Kimberly. All right, my lovely. Let's go ahead and cut the deck. Here you are, my dear. Illumination, clarity, and wisdom. Love, trust, growth, introspection, dream, experience, cleansing, renewal, and purity. Are you ready, lovely? Ready, she says. Good deal. All right, here we go. The Great Spirit wants you to know, oh boy, here you are. Have patience. I know you don't want to hear that. But it says love is patient and kind. Always have patience. And if you look, Kimberly, look at the little girl that's in that flower. She is being protected by those petals and this divine. She is the flower, you know, and it's this little girl. Absolutely exquisite. It is the number 17, which is an 8 for a root base number. 1 plus 7 is 8. So this is the divine. And it is saying, have patience, lovely. And so that is what the divine is telling you, is there is some patience required. Now, let's go into the phase of what you're looking at. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. Now, we just had that partial lunar eclipse in Gemini. That was November 30th. So now the moon is moving into Sagittarius. So it is very, very possible that you just got some clarity, or some clarity is coming very soon to you. It's very great because it's in the 5D realm. In other words, there's a lot of there's a lot of talking, there's a lot of communication, and there's a lot of thoughts and feelings, but it isn't manifested into the 3D yet. Okay? As we go this way, we go into where are you headed to walk off. Look at you go, girlfriend. A win-win outcome is forecast. New moon in Libra. Libra, look at the justice scales. You're going to win this. It is forecast. You are being asked, please have patience by the divine. Look at the colors of these cards that you have. Now, think about this. Blue is love. Right? You've got all this blue and beautiful pink. Like, I just see this. Even the card itself has those colors in it. She's got a pink dress on. It's blue water. Just exquisite coloring. All right, my lovelies. Let's go ahead and start by entering the wheel from the east where the sun rises. Withdraw. You have intuition that is going to give you the strength within yourself to know that you have a solid win coming. That intuition of going within yourself is going to allow you to have the confidence to move forward. But it is time to withdraw away from people during certain parts of your day and really know that you are going to win this, that the divine is going to give this to you. Just know it. That way you're manifesting it properly. Over here, as we move into the 3D realm, ascension. You have really been relying on the divine in a beautiful way, but you have also been doing your part. So this is going to ascend into the higher realms because you are doing your work. A lot of people think you can manifest and you're just like, well, yep, thought about it, forget about it. No, you have to co-create with the divine in balance for it to be proper, or you will create a nightmare. Face it, you don't do it balanced. You think you can be, all that? Yeah, go ahead and just go out there and make all the wishes you want. I wish this, I wish that. And then let's see you manifest that horrible nightmare. Now you have to work with the divine, and you have been, Kimberly, because you are being guided, that you are ascending, that the angels are listening to you. All right, we're moving to your ancestors that are in the 5. Oh my... What'd they tell you? We're moving to your ancestors. They're standing behind you. They're saying, as above, as below, as below, as above. We are rooted in this. You have our blessing. Ancestors. What does that fall right next to? A win-win outcome is forecast. Okay, here we go. Spiritually, where are we? Paradox. So there was a paradox created for some reason. Let me grab a drink. There is a paradox. And I've been getting this card a lot in my readings. Has to do with two choices that both equally seem good. And then you got to pick what one. So that's my intuitive reading there on that. There is going to be a choice that you're going to have to make. And I'm not sure what it is. I don't have enough further than that, other than that's what the divine is saying. We're going to find out more as we go. All right, Kimberly, here we go. In illumination, the lovers. So, these lovers are being shown that they, there's a judgment on them, if you will. Look at the angels. Look at these lovers. It's in illumination. And I think that these lovers are being shown. Their truth is being shown. They're naked. Yeah, their truth is being shown. It's coming out. It will come out because it's in illumination. Clarity. Queen of Cups. Motherly, very motherly. Very motherly. So this is over children and clarity. Someone is very loving. Excuse me. I'm going to turn my fan on. It's really warm in here all of a sudden while I'm doing this reading. Like really warm. And I don't normally overheat during a reading. So I do feel that this is going to be a little bit of a heated position. Wisdom shows that you being offered different things. You have a lot of options, but you're going to be focused on one. You'll only accept the one answer. Like, that's your wisdom, is that you will ignore other gifts because you're like, nope, this is the only thing I want. This is what I want. Whoa. Yeah. You have the Four of Cups. It's all about focusing on that one thing, and just, there are other things. So just remember, there are options. There may be more options than you're noticing. So don't get too focused in. There could be other ways to get there. Like, think of grandmother's house and over the river and through the woods. Well, what if we come from the left and we can come a different way and still get to grandmother's house, but it's a shortcut? Or what if we have to go through a swamp over here with gators, but we get there in 2 minutes? I don't know. I just feel like in your wisdom, you do not want to overlook something. So take your time. Don't let your emotion, in clarity, you have this Queen of Cups. Don't let emotion overrun something, that you miss something in the wisdom spot. Because I do feel this is kind of like, heads up, you're in the wisdom spot, and yet you're focused over here. So I do feel you need to really look at a bigger picture or look around you. Something about possibly a foundational way to look at it. Going into this part over here, which is as we start to come from our thought process, we start manifesting, we get our emotional side, our trial and error side. And in love, oh yeah, see, you both got this. This is the Empress. That's amazing. So you are very, very nurturing. You definitely are the motherly figure here. You've got yourself together. You're working with the divine. You've tried to align yourself. You do know that you could very easily take on this motherly, paternal, and maternal figure very well. In trust, You guys saw me shuffle this. Look at Temperance, the angel again, Archangel Michael, and this is in trust. Trust the divine. These cups are being, oh my God. I shuffled this deck. I really did. Okay. And in growth, you've got the Eight of Wands. So that's a very interesting, because that's all about, you're going to win. There's going to be battles here, but you are going to win. Up here, you have the Chariot in introspection, which does mean, oh, the camera froze. Okay. I'm just waiting for the camera to get, I don't know if it will, but I'm going to keep talking. So you have the Chariot here, and it falls in introspection. So you do know, when you look at this whole thing, that obviously the divine is going to see this as, steer this in the right direction. But you are in the cart. It's not that you've got to guide this. It's going to go the right way, but you do have to co-create. And that's what you've been doing beautifully. Now, you do have the High Priestess in the dream. What's interesting about this is it's almost like you might be self-sabotaging a little because of your fears. Like you fear that you won't win, but you know you will. But you allow a little bit of fear because you're so scared to get your hopes too high. And this that thinking is causing a little bit of self-sabotage in it. So be careful with the High Priestess in your dream state. But it also does so. It also says the sky's the limit. It says that you already know you're going to win. So just really believe that you are co-creating and that your faith will get you through. As you go into experience, winning at all costs. You are on this. Your experience is that you will lock in and you will just win at all costs. It will be a hell of a battle, but you will win. You will definitely win. All right, we're coming up here. Spiritual success. We're in the cleansing. In the cleansing, you have a beautiful card of Ace of Cups. So in cleansing, the divine saying basically that this gift will come to you and it will cleanse you quite a bit on those feelings of doubt and the feelings of having war and all this. It will heal a lot. It is a true cup of love. It's a blessing that comes to you. It's an eternal, ever-giving cup of love. It's beautiful. And then we're going to go right into renewal. And it's a very passionate new way. It sparks something. As the King of Wands, it's kind of like that entrepreneurial feeling where you've, or that brand new situation. It's almost like you're like, oh, I have a brand new passion. I am so inspired to do this. I can't wait. I have a cup of love for it. I feel passionate about it. I feel like everything is coming in. The Knight of Wands can be an in and out, but not the King of Wands. The King of Wands, it's somebody that is very honorable unless it's in the reverse, and it's not. It's in the upright. Now, are you ready? Last card. I know, no movement. I'm hoping it catches up later. All right, here we go. Are you serious? Look at that. In your purity, in your outcome, you got Ace of Pentacles. It's a brand new, very sturdy beginning. Solid. Spiritual success is beautiful. Look at it. Look at it. But this is going to be a heavy battle. There is going to be a lot of stress related, but you do have two aces. Excuse me. The water come back up. Ace of Cup and Ace of Pentacles with this King of Wands in there. That is a very brand new, beautiful, solid foundation. So absolutely beautiful. We'll go ahead and get a couple clarifiers here. Hey, Kimberly, how are you, lovely? Good to see you. Yes, there is a lot of energy. I am boiling. Hey, JD, what time and date is it with you now? It is 12 16/2020, 9:44 p.m. Camera has returned. All fine. Good deal. All right, my lovely. Kimberly Allen, let's get some diviners. Let's cut this little mini baby tarot. Okay, it's also called the Secret Tarot. It's not really secret, though, since I've showed you. All right, here we go. The Chariot. You got introspection, the Chariot. Look what you got on top. Oh, my gosh, Kimberly, 10 of Cups. Yeah. The Chariot's all about victory. Now, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. But you're going to have a few battles, but you are going to win. It is all about you wanting this happiness. And look at the little kids. They're playing. Yep, they're playing. Beautiful. 10 of Cups, happiness. So that is definitely what you're going after. Now, the High Priestess. Yeah, you got the lighter, cheater, thiefer card. You know there's going to be some, there's going to be some illusions. There's going to be some lies. There's going to be some bullshit. No doubt. Liar, cheater, thiefer. And you're going to know about it because it's a High Priestess. You're going to be like, yeah, I know that's full of shit. That person's full of shit. You're going to know it. You're already going to know it. Now, on experience, you know this is going to be a hell of a battle. You have the 5 of Swords here. You got 7 of Swords over there on the illusion part. Here you go. Your experience qualifying this 5 of Swords. The High Priestess again. Yeah, you already know this is going to be... Yeah, you've got the High Priestess twice. Like, you're already shaking your head right now going, oh, I know, this is going to be terrible. But you're going to win. You are going to win. Whoa, 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 I can't take all this. That's too much. Let's put these back. All right, we'll take this one. King of Pentacles comes out on your cleansing right on this Ace of Cups, which is absolutely steady. This is beautiful. This is Ace of Cups, and it's the King of Pentacles. And it's in your cleansing. So this is all about this heavy cup of love with the stability. The King of Pentacles is really slow, so this might be a little bit of a stress, you know, the way you're going to have to go about this. Yeah, this King of Wands in the renewal, it is possible. You got the King of Pentacles. I feel that's you. This King of Wands in the renewal with the 8 of Wands, I kind of feel like this might be somebody coming back after you win. That kind of puts you in a position to where you're a little bit in your head a lot. But you're still going to come out with the Ace of Pentacles. So you might have to go with this twice. I hope not. But what do you got? The Moon. Yeah, you don't see it right now. But you're going to win twice. You're going to win twice. You're going to go with this twice. You're going to be double tapping this. Yeah, it's definitely over children. I've got the Knave of Pentacles. Answers you need are coming. Let's get one more. Win-win outcome is forecast. Let me look at... Are you serious? Yeah, you got the Knave of Wand. And you got the Knave of Pentacles. And then you have the 7 of Wands. Yeah, defensive. All right, my lovely. It looks like it's about 2 children. 2, possibly 3, but I see 2 for sure. Possibly boys, doesn't have to be. Teenagers. Or not teenagers, but young. You know, not babies. All right, lovelies. That's what I've got for you. I'm going to show Kimberly's thing. All right. Kevin said, I'm coming up on top side, you guys. How are we doing up here? I'm going to scroll back up, and then I'll catch up as we go. Okay. Kim said, it's lucky grim for Steve and Brendan. The corruption is getting worse over there in the States. Kimberly was agreeing. She says, there is a lot of energy with you during this reading. I feel it too. Me too. Kimberly Baumar says, hi RD, just making it in. Hope all is well. Good to see you, Kimberly. Lovely. Marilyn Nolan says, can hear you. No movement. I know, the camera was weird. Marilyn Nolan says camera's returned. Good. JD says AC court case is 17th. It says 3:45 a.m. on 17th now. Okay. So yeah, I'm 6 hours behind, he says. Thank you, JD. Kimberly Allen says, my grandson wants to come live with us. He is 7. We also want him to be here. As of yet, his parents will not let it happen. Marilyn Nolan says, I am coming to you from your future Ernie, 17th here in Australia. How about that? Time is fluid. Kimberly Allen says, oh my God, yes, the bullshit is happening now. Gah! Kimberly Allen says twice, oh Lord, why, Lord? I don't know, lovely. I just see it twice. Because of this King of Wands putting you in the renewal. And it's in Mars, which in Pluto, because it's Scorpio on the board. So this is fight, and it's in the renewal. And I got this King of Wands where somebody comes up and they're in their head. And let me see if you're seeing this or if the camera froze. So yeah, this is in the renewal and it's right in between. Whoops, sorry about that. It is right in between your two aces. So it feels like you win one time and it starts looking good, and then somebody gets passionate. And I don't know that you lose your position or if it's talked about, but you show some worry with this Eight of Wands because it's self-imprisonment in your head. Eight of Swords, I mean. And it's over the King of Wands, which isn't a little bit of a, I don't know. I just feel like you start to think that you're not going to win, but then you do. You do. So that is what I have for you, my lovely. My lovely. Yeah, it was getting hard on my chest to breathe for a minute. I don't know why. Like I felt like I was running out of air, and this room felt like it was 900 degrees when I was working on Kimberly Allen's. Maybe it's just going to be a battle. I don't know. It feels really heated. Literally heated. So yeah, if you're interested in learning tarot, come over to the 1111 Tarot over on Facebook. And that's where I will be having it, so that very soon, after Christmas, you'll be able to sign up for your absolutely 100% free tarot class. And I will be teaching that. It will be a class that I do a live with, so you'll be able to ask questions and interact, and you'll have a workbook. It's a PDF that you'll get, and I will work through that with you. I'm very excited to do it. I think it's what we all need, is to be able to really just dig in and have some fun together. Everything gets too stressful sometimes, and then it's just exhausting. That's how I feel anyway. But I am very, very pleased with the outcome of this wheel. It has really, really been handy. We've been using it for I had a blue board of it, which didn't have any of this print on it. And I've been using that over on the other channel just to test it. So I just did an abstract design on a palette, on a canvas. But using it today, it came from the printers. We're in our testing mode. I love it. I love it. It guides these reads out so much quicker, so much cleaner, and the divine guides them. It's not me guessing what this Queen of Swords is talking about. No, the Queen of Swords on the elimination spot. On illumination, it's seen clearly, It's a light being shined on it. So, beautiful. Beautiful. I want to say thank you to each of you for joining me. Oh, you are so welcome. You are so welcome. Kimberly Allen says, I can see it. It makes total sense. Believe me. Thank you with all my heart. Wow. And I will keep you posted on the results. Well, we would greatly appreciate that. We definitely send you our love and our energy. So JD says, if AC, which is Andrew Colburn, fails in court, will it help SA and BD? It could. It could, in the sense that it would give us an understanding um, of possibly, depending on what he says, and who got called to sit on the stand. Maybe there would be some little slippage and we'd be able to cross-reference stuff. Because if that all happens prior to our court, it kind of like being able to see into a different perspective, before we even went to court. Definitely wouldn't hurt, let me tell you. It would not. Would not hurt. So how have you guys been doing? Kimberly Allen's definitely going to be there when we start the classes. I am so grateful. Yeah, I know. This whole thing about Bradley Scheck and Casey Scheck, that's going to be coming up. I can guarantee you that's going to be playing some major parts here as we go up forward. So, I just really can't get into a lot of the details other than that. But if any of you are watching anything at all, or you come across anything online that talks about that court case between Bradley and Casey Scheck, please make sure and hit me up, let me know, so that I can get it to the right person. This person is someone we can trust in the case, 100%. It's not an onliner, per se. It's somebody in real life. Excuse me. I actually am just getting over bronchitis, which was terribly, terribly long. And I still haven't quite gotten over all of it. Whoops. So, Kimberly says, I am so fighting this battle here on this earth. I'm being pulled into the situations that have my head spinning. It is very tiring and so blessed to be guided through my Savior. I am so glad I was able to sit and catch your life. Whew, devil is working hard these days. Oh, yes, he is. It is. I don't think of it as he. I think of it as toxic energy. Because, there is a lot of negative, very, very wicked energy out there. Obviously, with the corruption that we've all experienced. Especially if you've been local in this situation. Or if you have ever experienced corruption, you definitely understand that there is a wickedness to it. It's not just somebody that's trying to do their job. They'll gun for you, and that's just wicked, wicked, wicked. So, if you believe in good, then it'd be ridiculous not to believe in the bad. And that's why Archangel Michael is the only one that I allow to guide me. I do talk to my Grandma Marie sometimes, but I certainly don't ask for any other spirits to guide me or anything like that, because they are out there. That's why it's so important that I walk through the right path, and I use this board that Archangel Michael worked with me to co-create with the divine, that it walks me through the way our ancestors did things, from the east through the earth, through the fire in the west, through the north, to our spiritual success. And that we manifest consistently co-creating in the middle of the deck, co-creating Three of Pentacles, cooperating Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. See, that's what I did. I totally relied on the divine to help me make this wheel. And I actually took in a lot of consideration for the numerology to make it a 369 board, which brings success. Because 9 is a universal number of absolute beauty, as well as some of the other numbers. And then the elementals, the earth, the air, the fire, the water. I just wanted it balanced. And I took some courses and studied how our ancient medicine wheels worked. And I found out that it was for manifesting. The medicine wheels were used to manifest appropriately by showing respect to the divine and asking for things that serve the better purpose for all those involved. And I was very impressed with the medicine wheel and how well it aligned with tarot, astrology, everything, numerology. Yes, Saturn and Jupiter conjunction are coming soon, and those will be on the 21st of December. It's also known as the Great Star of Bethlehem. And you got to remember, Sagittarius, we were in Gemini, Gemini moon, which is all about simple ways of communicating, not really dealing with a bunch of red tape, but rather just, going alive and get it out there and share it. Whereas Sagittarian energy is more about the red tape and taking your time and really looking at something, studying every angle of it, analyzing and so forth before you can come to a conclusion. And it could take forever, whatever. But it's thoroughly researching something before acting upon it. But at the same time, it can be so slow. It's like the King of Pentacles. It's just not moving, not getting anything done because they come to a standstill. Whereas Gemini's a quick air energy and pushes it straight through. So we are moving to this great conjunction, which is going to be where Sagittarian energy, and I don't mean Sagittarius in the sense of if you're a Sagittarian, I'm talking about Sagittarian energy, wisdom, is coming up against intellect, which is going to be exchanged for wisdom being simplified. And that's what we're going into. All right, my lovelies. I want to say thank you so much for sharing your time with me. I love you to the moon and back. I really, really do. And if you are interested, I will be doing... over on Friday, I will be on Facebook, and that I believe is at 11_tarot on Facebook. Otherwise, you'll be able to find me. Links are down below. I will be doing a private readings there. Not private, but personal. Not private. It'll be in front of everybody like we did tonight. I will do personal readings there, and I will be pulling yes and no questions for you guys. As well as, I'm going to let you guys do a thing where you get to pick 3 cards. You get to pick one card that tugs at you. There'll be things on the cards that you'll be able to look at and decide if it's something that you're pulled to. If you're pulled to it, you can pick your deck, and then I will read the 3 decks, and so you'll just want to wait till your deck comes up, and that'll be your special information. So that'll be messages for you, meant for you. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed my 1111 Wheel of